speaking of regional managers, that is the next thing on our agenda. It says, now what? Your RM, which is our short code for a regional manager, is here to help. So we just want to do a quick introduction, especially because a lot of you are new, which is so cool to see some fresh faces. But even for those of you that this is old hat, it's always good to refresh on some of these things. So I'm going to share my screen. All right, so I'm going to be looking over here. I'm not being rude, I apologize. Your RM is here to help. What your regional manager can do for you other than look ridiculous at events. A quick introduction. I'm Alina Stanley. I live in Cascade, so this is unique about the regional managers. We do not live in Bozeman and work out of the Bozeman office. We're at our home places because it puts us closer to you. So we have West, Central, and East. I'll read these real quick. Alina, married to a rancher, 3 little ranch hands, loves a well-planned meeting and traveling, asked me for break food recommendations. I moonlight as a sheep doula and a livestock lactation counselor. Ricky Swant, she's out of Shepherd, Montana in the central area. She's married to an engineer. He also works at home, so that's been fun to watch them navigate even before the pandemic. A brand new member in her arms. He's super cute. Hope you see him sometime soon. 2 yellow dogs at her feet. They're also cute if you're into dogs at that level. Always prepared for anything with colored markers, zip ties, and sticky notes. Nicole was not kidding. You saw her whip out a coin at the last minute. That wasn't planned. Will always arrive early, annoyingly early if you make her late. She's crabby. Nicole Rolfe, Eastern Montana. She lives just outside of Miles City. She's very proud of her Eastern Montana roots, so don't question them. She's also married to a rancher and raising 2 little future ranchers. Very cute. You should ask for a picture. Ag policy is her love language, and she has Washington, D.C. on speed dial. That's not a joke. If she's not in a blazer and heels, and boy, does she have some heels, you can find her running down dirt roads, #hoofing it. If your county has not contributed to hoofing it for hunger, you should ask your regional manager about it. So, all right, that's an introduction. That's the 3 of us. There is always a potential that we could add some more folks or change this up, but for now you're stuck with who you have. And let me show you who that covers. So if you're not sure, Alina, myself is yellow, Ricky's in purple, and Nicole's over here in the red. So you can see it's just a short drive for each of us to cover all of your counties. And we put on a few miles every year to make sure that we try to attend all of your events. That's a big part of what we do is we want to be in person outside of a pandemic and with you at these events. So obviously you can see where you fall in each of these districts. And this also is a great map because it shows the 10 districts that our state has. And we just went through elections at our virtual policy development meeting and all of that. So this map is really handy. We try to make sure you guys have it. If anyone ever wants, we'll send it out as well. And we'll keep scrolling. We're here for you. So what does a regional manager do? Pretty much anything. That's the highlight here. We like to be your first point of contact. And if we don't have the answer, we know how to find it. So questions about memberships, membership lists, meeting plans, county events, and questions about all the things, please reach out to us because we like to make sure and kind of filter what needs to file into the state office, what we can handle personally, things like that. So please reach out to us. And again, we don't know everything, but we usually know how to figure it out. So what next? It's really important to know that we are not going to do the county projects for you. That's not our mission because this is a grassroots organization and we're really proud of the efforts that our counties put forward. So we're your greatest cheerleader. We're a workhorse and we're certainly going to help you coordinate the events that your county chooses to do. So ask us for a membership list. This is one thing that can be really daunting with the database. Scott's going to show you that in a little bit and probably really overwhelm you. And so we can not only help follow up on that training and hopefully get you really comfortable with the database, but until you're comfortable, we're happy to help with those lists because I know even a simple request for a membership list can help you with some projects. Details, we can help you plan things. We can design flyers and postcards and send them out. Ask for recruitment ideas, lots of program activity ideas. We want to brainstorm with you and help you keep things fresh. If you ever need contact info for members, we can look that up. Let us help you create a program of work for your county. That's typically what we're meeting with counties this time of year for. I know things are so weird this year, and so don't stress if your county doesn't plan to meet right away. But certainly in the next month or two, it'd be great to have a county board meeting to sit down and map out the year and do a budget as well. We have a whole list of mini trainings that we do. Everything from, if you have a pretty fresh board with lots of new people, we can come in and help train what the board responsibilities are and what that looks like. We can do a parliamentary procedure training. That one's a big one sometimes, especially maybe right before your annual meeting. Counties don't realize how that can help a meeting run so much more efficiently. Lots of things, a membership recruitment plan, things like that. We're happy to help do mini trainings, and we'll do it at the county meeting. We don't have to set up a special event for that. New or improved activities. One thing that's great, not only do we have several counties all within our own umbrella, but we're constantly sharing ideas and chatting amongst each other. So we may come up with a cool idea that they did in Eastern Montana that I can share with Western Montana, not to leave out the Central. I'll share with Central too. And we can talk about ideas. Hey, you know, Richland County just did this really cool, would they have a chili cook-off? That was really cool. So ideas like that, that maybe we haven't thought of on other parts of the state. So we like to share ideas back and forth. Ask us about the giveaways that Diana just shared, that price list. We're usually bouncing around either in directly at the state office in Bozeman, or we have somebody that could meet us somewhere to get you those items. We love to save on shipping costs. So there's lots of connections to get things to you if you need them. We are your direct link to the state office. So the more that we can help you facilitate your county, the better we get to know you, and the stronger these county farm bureaus are. And there's no such thing as a dumb question, especially if you're new to this. The regional managers really want to help you get comfortable in your position as secretary. I'll be the first to say the secretary is the hardest working board member. They usually carry the weight for the rest of the board. The president often just rides on the coattails of the secretary, in my opinion. And so you guys are the workhorses, and we want to help make sure you're really comfortable in that job, and that we can help you however possible. Stay in touch with us. Of course, hopefully you guys have our email. You can call or text us, Facebook Messenger for those areas of the state with less cell service, things like that. We really want to be available within working hours to help you guys out and answer questions that you have. So with that, I will ask, that was the quick and dirty version of the regional manager. So who has any questions? And if we can help, by all means.
What would you say your normal business hours are, Alina?
That's a really great question, Kyra. So, you know, typically we just ask, you know, an 8 to 5 is we're available for sure. That being said, we work with farmers and ranchers. So if I have a member that's in a tractor all day long during daylight hours, and they're not gonna be able to hear me over this tractor, I understand that we may need to talk at 7 o'clock that night, right? So just giving a heads up to say, hey, can we chat this evening? That's great. I'm not probably gonna answer before 7 a.m. and after 8 p.m. But otherwise, yeah, we're happy. And you can, you know, that's the beauty of a text. Just Friday, we were closed for Friday after Thanksgiving, and the Ag and Color contest was coming up. And so I had a member that was panicking because they wanted to get an entry in before the deadline, which was Monday. And so by all means, she shot me a text. I said, yep, I'm happy to work on this. I sent Ricky a text. We're here to help. So let us know. And as much as we can, we'll try and accomplish what needs to happen.